Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up. To the 28-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Hey, we heavy on the edges,
Hey, Delta. Fresno. Get it.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Squeeze, double.
Hey, let's go.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Yes.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down, running with Kamara. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
That's good for Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A first carry now for Thompson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Five.
From the 45 on second down. Minshew is going to let this go for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You ready?
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Go. Ready?
They'll run with Taylor. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Topper!
Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
93 is the mic. You. Check three.
Off the play fake. Eason. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Come on,
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Go.
Now Taylor. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, wahoo!
To throw on second down. Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. first and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
There you go, Cheetah!
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to more there, but now it's third and goal.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3, and he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken short, and they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
I'm here all day. You go tight. You got tight.
Pro team spill. Hey. Ready?
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. These two teams all tied after 1.
Let's go. 10-2 stop.
Just like that. Just like that.
On second and 12, Minshew. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Ringo. Watch the backer.
Go.
Motion. Reset.
Go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returning it is Moore. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Yep.
Stand up.
Out of the gun is Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Thompson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
And bring it. Kill. Alert flare.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Ready? 30 base.
59.
Come. 22 jet bomber. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Eason. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Hey!
Football's the mic.
Look at me, zipper!
Watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Patrick, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. The Raiders are out to an early lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Hey, zoom. Yo, go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Off-play action, Eason. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Shift. Tighten up. Tighten up. 6-6, hit it.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 19. I got you, punk. Mike 19. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Slam. You're out. 3. Here we go.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Go, go. Get it.
Minshew sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Meanwhile, the second quarter score from Carolina. The Raiders are out to an early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Yeah.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". You don't want this. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. All you get.
Hey, exit.
Mike, check.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to look deep for more. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come out here in the eye.
Game situation. Let's go. 64. We two.
Back to throw. Eason. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. SOS.
Give them a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready to break.
59, Mike. Check, check. 59.
I got him. Go.
Off the play fake. Eason. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Squeeze.
Here's Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking to throw. Eason. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Patrick. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew, and the catch good. It's Eifert. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, here we go. Stay open. 26, Mike.
Here's Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Jim.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Gets past one man, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Switch, switch, switch.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Yep.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Bravo.
Check, check.
Get it.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Check, check. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go.
Mike.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Now watch one, watch one.
Hey.
Bud, be ready, be ready.
Let's go.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he's going to go down again.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eason, he'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Colts on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Eason throwing left side. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Ready. 70, Indy. Hey, Echo.
Let's go. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Go.
From the gun, Eason going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the
Hey, Charlie.
Back to the air on second down. Eason looking left sideline, incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Leo.
switch.
Go.
Got the knees, me.
Be crippled.
On third down, it's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Indianapolis.
5. Get it.
On first down, Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, switch gears.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
You draw corporate.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
From the gun on third down. Eason to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Minshew. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 44, Minshew nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth.